Hi guys, welcome back. I am sorry, it is early in the morning and I have got things to do, but I have been dying to do this DIY, so I wanted to share this DIY with you. So I'm gonna show you what I got. I think everything I got to make it I got from the Dollar Tree, but I have some other supplies that that I've had on hand or that you're gonna need for this DIY. So sorry if you hear the wash machine in the background. Like I said, it's early and I've got a ton of things to do today, so I'm just trying to get stuff done, and this is like one of the things I needed to get done. So let's get to DIYing. Okay, so to start off this DIY, I got this circle. You're gonna need a circle. I got this little wood circle at the Dollar Tree. This is what it is. It's in the craft corner of the Dollar Tree. Does not have the dimensions on it, but let me measure it here real quick for you. Okay, so this circle, mine, is almost 12 inches, so 11 3/4 inches, and that's obviously same on the other side. So that's how long that is. I do not know, like, once we get done, I'll let you guys know how much of this rope you'll need. I actually bought the nautical rope. Some other people were buying the like, it's a lighter colored nautical rope, but it's not so twiny, but I wanted the twiny because I have another DIY that I did in the house that has this twine on it. So I wanted it to kind of like match together. The other thing you're gonna need, a pair of scissors. I just have a pair of kitchen scissors because I use them for everything. A glue gun, glue sticks, obviously. I'm just using a high temp glue gun in this one. I usually use Justin's DeWalt glue gun, but I don't know where it's at right now. So I had to go to Walmart and get a glue gun of my own. This you can use a high temp on. I don't know if I would recommend a low temp on this one because of the Jute Rope on it. So if you have it low, just try it, but you might need a high temp glue gun. So I'm not good at drawing things. What we're gonna do is take a couple things that I have that are circles and see what size of ear I want to make for this. So I'm trying to decide if that's going to be big enough for the ear, or if I just need to draw around it and make it a little bit bigger. I just don't want it to be too big, but I want it to be too small and look weird. And I'm not good at drawing circles at all. So let me see what else I've got that's circular. I always try to find innovative ways to make things because like I said, I can't draw at all. See, like, that's a huge difference in ear size. So let's see. I am gonna cut this thing off though and put that away. Pull that out. So that's that. That doesn't matter if there's holes because we're gonna cover it up. I have a heavy duty cardboard box. It's a little bit thicker than like the other ones that were coming, so this is kind of why I wanted to do this DIY now, because I have a heavy duty box. I'm gonna cut the ears out of the box and glue those on, and then do the DIY from there. So the reason why I'm not as concerned by the ears being cardboard is because most of the weight is gonna be on here. So that's why I wanted this to be a little bit more sturdy and be wooden rather than all cardboard. But you could totally do a cardboard one. If you're not gonna use it for anything that's you're gonna have to pick up and move around that's heavy, like let's say you set a coffee mug on it or something that you're not gonna have to worry about. So a lot of other people too just use the rope and basically just made a rope one. But I wanted something to be stable, so I can either use it on the ottoman, but I'm more than likely going to put it and decorate it and put it on our kitchen table. But I can move it to the ottoman and I can be able to put my coffee mug on there because we don't have another side table. So I gotta figure out, I've got another one of these, let's figure out. I feel like that's huge, but in all actuality, it's gonna be more like that because I actually think those aren't bad because I want enough room to be able to sit stuff. Let's cut it out and let's get it all fitted, because what you're gonna do is cut your circles and then we're gonna cut a spot out here so that it can fit right in here. So really your ear is gonna be like that size and it's not really gonna be sticking out that far. So I'm gonna cut on my cardboard box and then we're gonna cut out the shape to fit this circle. So let's do that first. I'm gonna draw two circles. Those are the same size. There's my two circles. Okay. you guys out of the way. Let's see if I get this cut out with scissors or if I'm gonna have to use a blade. To start the cut with a blade, this is what Justin just calls like a carpet blade. If you use something like this, please be careful. And go slow. This cardboard is thick. I'm gonna first kind of cut along the line, like in the first layer. What I'm gonna do is take this and these, and I'm gonna measure where I want to cut it out at and have it on so we can connect it. I'm gonna do one, and then I'm gonna trace that one to this one. So, where do I want my ears? Right there. I feel like sometimes I don't put my ears out far enough. I think that's a good spot for them. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is turn this over, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna cut out that part. The blade might even work better for this also, but I don't really want to cut it on my countertop. Okay, there's that. That's gonna fit like that on there. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So what we'll do, that fits on that side too. So what I'm gonna do is take this piece and I'm gonna measure on here what I just did there. So done and done. So we'll cut out this one. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna heat up my glue gun. And it doesn't fit perfectly. Just, you know, cut away at it a little bit until it fits like you want it to fit. Because like this side, I feel like it fits pretty well. But I'm going to smash some of it in a little bit. Because you want the glue. So the cardboard, you can at least push it to it and it will adhere to it. So we're going to do that. Make sure that it's like dry before you just lay it down because it will stick to the gun. That's why I did it over here on this surface so it didn't stick to like a wooden surface. If there's any like wobbly spaces, which right here seems like it could be wobbly and I don't want it to be wobbly. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 of these and I'm praying that I got enough. Let me see if I want to go around it like this. The bulk of what you're going to use is going to be your tray. I'm going to go around it first, I think, is what I'm first going to do. Like I said, I am going to take mine around the edges. So I think that's what I'm going to do first and then build it up from there. So that's what we're going to start with there. I'm just going to do that. Start with the end in like a corner somewhere so that it hides it. Okay, so that's that first row so I can get it to the outside of it. So then I'm going to go around the ears here and do the same thing there. Your most like painstaking process is this first couple steps of cutting the ears out and then roping around the edges if that's what you choose to do, is rope around the edges like me. I just wanted to have like a finished look to it, so that's why I wanted to rope around the edges. to the end of it. So once you get to like the end where you're gonna match the pieces together, now it's gonna start to fray. You can do one of two things. You can do what I'm doing right now, and that's okay. You can just cut it right where it needs to be, and then what we're gonna do is put a little extra a little extra glue gun on it to make sure that that doesn't fray, especially not at the back. The other thing you can do, but you have to be very careful, you can burn the ends of these together. So just take a lighter or a match and you can burn it so it like hardens at the end. Just do it really fast. It'll start to, not, I guess burn, but it'll get like hard at the end of it. So then you can kind of stick it down and then you don't run the risk of it fraying. But I am just going to put just a little extra glue gun, like not a bunch, because I don't want it to be where it's like got a big old glob on it or anything. So we're gonna start on this side, let this side dry, and then I'll do the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by going around this in a circle. And I'm gonna put one layer of the circle here, and then I'm gonna work on the ears and do the same thing. The ears are gonna be a little bit different shaped, obviously, and they're gonna just go in and you're just gonna have to shape it as you go around. And then once I get all that done, then we're gonna start building up the sides and the walls of it. So that's what we're gonna do now. While I'm watching Ambient Worlds, and this is the Pandora one, and I love Pandora, guys. I went to Pandora last year and oh, it was so good. So I highly recommend, if you're like, I don't know if I want to go. No, go. Just go to Animal Kingdom. Go to see Pandora. Like, it's amazing. So this is the Pandora Vision on Ambient World. It is so good. Okay, so what I've done so far is I've kind of tried to cut out this as much as I can. It's like that. So I'm just kind of slowly cutting this one down. I probably should have cut it a little bit shorter, but I was in fear of getting not enough, like too much off, I guess. So I'm just kind of like trying to like slowly cut away some like fiber. We're gonna leave that alone for right now because it's just gonna be a tray and sit there. I just don't want to have a big like white glob right there. And the ears I'm just going to take and I'm just going to follow that line again across the ear line. So wish me luck that I have enough twine left, because I only have 2 ropes left plus this, and so we'll see what we do here. So when you get into these tighter spaces, just take your time, roll the rope and make it tight so that it fits into those little cracks like that over here a little bit better, so that you're not fighting with it. So like this side, I'm gonna roll and make sure it's tight and try to cram it in there so it fits in there nicely, and push it down into the glue, and then it should fit like all like nicely across there and it won't like stick up or anything. These insides are the ones that you want to kind of just like take your time on, and it is actually pretty heavy.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding.
Hey guys, so I'm like dead. So it took me 6 of these nautical ropes that are 8 feet just to do this portion of it. So I want to build up the walls a little bit. I'm going to go out to the garage real quick. I know I have more of this out there in my craft bucket. I just need to go find that bucket. Or I'm just going to have to go back out to Dollar Tree real quick and go run and get that. Just so you're aware, at this point I have used 6 of these, and I've used 10 full-size like glue sticks. All I have left right now is whatever one is left in there and then the beginning of that one. So this one basically holds 2. It's big enough to hold 2. So I'm gonna go out to the garage and see if I have more twine, and then I'm gonna call Justin and see if he knows where his glue gun is, because if I can find the glue gun, I can find the glue sticks, and I think the glue sticks will fit in this one. So that's what we're gonna do. If not, I'm gonna have to run out and go grab some and then finish it. So I'll be right back. I went out to the garage. I did have twine. I dug like 3 aisles back and went up to the top and climbed in this tiny, tiny little area, but I found that much. So what I'm gonna do right now is go ahead and put on what I have left over from the 8 feet, the 6 packets that I had, and put this on. And then I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit. Right now it's only 9 o'clock. I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit and melt some of the snow. Because the problem is there's ice underneath all the snow right now because they don't salt here. So I'm going to wait to see if the apartment complex road gets better, and then I'm going to run out to Dollar Tree in a little bit once it starts to warm up. So I'm going to finish what I can right now, and then I'm going to run out to Dollar Tree and get more of this stuff so we can finish this.
Let's move closer to a new history. Find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance. 'Cause one day we'll be looking back at this. We were in a big mess together. But we found a way to choose right from wrong. We found the strength to go on.
Okay, I'm back after an adventure. So I did find, I got these glue sticks at Hobby Lobby. They were like $4.99 for 20 of them. The other pack I had, like I said, only had 10. So I have that in there. It's plugged in. It's ready to go so we can get this done. And so there is a little bit of a difference between the twine. It is clearly a little bit bigger. I didn't measure it before I left, but that's fine because I'm already, like, I think what I'm going to do is take this part off here. That I already have on here, and we'll just build up the walls with the bigger twine. And I think that'll actually work out just fine because it'll make that wall thicker and I won't have to use as much. This was half off at Hobby Lobby. It's $6.99 for 15 feet, but it was half off of that for the 15 feet. But the other ones, like I said, Dollar Tree, it's 8 feet for $1. So it is cheaper to get them at Dollar Tree, but I'm not even gonna go into the Dollar Tree situation right now. We're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna start going all the way around and building it up until I can figure out how high I want it to be.
Together, to go on together, to go on together.
So as you go around it, I don't know if it's just because it's the bigger rope or what, but I'm doing it in shorter sections because I'm trying to not get the glue on the outside of the rope. So like right here, around here, I'm trying to keep all the glue on the inside, or right down, straight down the middle. I don't want it pouring out this side or that side, so I'm really trying to take my time while I go around this. This rope is a lot heavier, obviously. Oh, that can't see like that. This rope is a lot heavier, so it is gonna try to unwind itself as you go around. I'm just making sure that I'm not letting it pull on anywhere on here, so it doesn't pull it right off. Like if I walk away from it or something, it doesn't just like yank it right off. But I do make sure before I lay it down that I do go ahead and I wind it tight, and I just hold it down where it's at. Bless you, honey. The cat. On here, so we're just gonna keep going around and like going up on top of it, if that makes sense, because right here I'm just gonna go right over top of what I just did. So I'm not gonna cut it. The only reason I would have to do end to end is if I have to get into that other rope down there.
Moonlight and fire, dancing closely together and staying forever young. What about you and I then? Can we two find a way to align with each other? Let's move closer to a new history. Find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance. 'Cause one day we'll be looking back at this. We were in a big mess together. But we found a way to choose right from wrong. We found the strength to go on together.
Okay, so I'm right at the end right here. So I'm gonna stop it right here, I think. So I'm gonna hold this down for just a second and get the rest of this glued down to about here. And then I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with the rest of it. I have quite a bit left, but I mean, I don't have enough. I could probably go around one more time, but I don't want to. Okay, so I am gonna cut it off, I think, like right here where this hump starts. So I'm gonna cut it off like right here. Let me push this back a little bit. So this is where the hump kind of goes up. So I'm gonna try to cut it right there. So I'm gonna twist this tight, and then I'm going to cut it as close to that as I can. Cut it straight. It's like trying to cut a ponytail is basically what it's like. Okay, so I'm only gonna go so far here because I don't want to go too far and have too much glue hanging off, like just chilling. Like I said, I didn't want to go up too high on it, so there's gonna be a little bit of a, I didn't want to go all the way up here with it because I mean, I guess you could go up just a little bit higher, but I was running the risk of it being too thick up that high. You could, in all seriousness, do like a bow right here if you wanted it to be Minnie Mouse, and that would totally hide all that. But I don't really want that, so I'm gonna get, so the decorations I'm hoping kind of just like, I don't have any really good suggestions to make it not do that. You're gonna have an end somewhere. I love this thing. I absolutely love this. This is absolutely great. Okay. Okay guys, I absolutely love this thing. It is so cute. I'll be able to sit coffee mugs on it over there on the ottoman, and maybe even have a plate even actually sit there. So like if I walk away, then lady has less of a chance with this lip to just like grab something off and peace out. So I am kind of excited. I'm gonna go put it in a couple places and show you guys kind of where I want to put it and kind of what I'm thinking I want to do. What I'm thinking on the ottoman. So like I said, so we can set things on this ottoman because all we have is this side table over here. So I think that is so cute. It's a perfect size. I will link in the description box below like all the measurements of everything that I did measure out before I, because I forgot to measure out the two side ears. I will give you guys the exact dimensions of those. But yeah, I absolutely love this thing. But let me show you what else I was thinking. I was thinking about putting it on the table over here. So like I even thought about just sticking it on the table over here because we have nothing on this table and we have nothing, we have nothing over here at all. So I was thinking about starting to work on a table decoration, maybe sticking in like a plant or something. But if you guys have any suggestions for like the table decor, I would love it. I am not good at what I call tchotchkes. I am not good at having things sitting around. It actually stresses me out a little bit to go shopping to try to find like trinkets and tchotchkes so that I can put them around and decorate. I've always thought like the more stuff I have sitting around, the more stuff I have to dust. But it's not that bad. I need to decorate, like I know I do. I just am trying to not go like bonkers with the house. But I do have 2 more Disney DIYs that I am gonna work on that I know of off the top of my head, maybe even 3 that I'm gonna work on here. They'll probably come out on Saturdays. So if there's 3, it'll be over the next 3 Saturdays that they'll come out. but I am trying to like work on some stuff for the apartment because I'm just tired of being blank and then I make a mess somewhere and then I just have to clean up the mess and I'm like, well, that's not decorations, that's a mess. I hope you guys enjoyed this Disney DIY. Super simple, super quick. I will link everything in the description box below and I will describe everything, like where I bought everything, how much you need of everything. But if you do this, I would love to know if you do this and I would love to know how it turns out. Feel free to send me pictures over on Instagram, over at Katie James Life. I would love to see them. If you guys want to see more Disney DIYs, just let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks guys, bye.
To go